Hallo guys, the Critical German here and welcome to a new wunderbares video. Today we talk about the first two episodes of the anime Dead Mount Deathplay and I will explain you why I think it's stupid and not worth your time. For this I will spoil the shit out of those two episodes, so you have been warned. Dead Mount Deathplay is about a necromancer, so a guy that can resurrect corpses, that gets reversed isekai'd into modern Japan. He arrived there with a wound in his throat because an assassin girl tried to kill him. But he didn't die, so she tries it again. Unfortunately, she didn't stand a chance against Necromancer guy and gets butchered. But Necromancer guy has healing powers and saves her life. This gets noticed by the boss of the assassin girl and she hires him for jobs, I guess. So Necromancer dude needs to adapt to this new environment and his goal is to become a hero that wants to fight for peace in the world. Okay, what a plot. As a side note, I am not a big fan of isekai. But this doesn't matter for the anime anyway, right? Because it takes place in the normal world. I don't even have to say a positive thing about the anime because it gets ridiculous very fast. Well, I like the fight scenes, but that's it. So I will start directly with my critique. The assassin girl is a very annoying character and her existence doesn't make any sense. She is, 16 years old and the anime stated she already kills professional yakuza whatsoever. Yeah, sure, totally logical. Okay, and before you say, it's anime, it doesn't have to follow logic, I want to present you two counter arguments. First off, a 16-year-old girl can be trained as a murder assassin. But then you have to show that she is a trained one who has raised to be a killing machine. Otherwise, it's ridiculous when a random 16-year-old girl becomes something like that out of nowhere. In episode 2, we see that she watched her parents or something like that getting murdered in front of her eyes. I assume that this drove her crazy. The problem is, this implies she becomes an assassin because of crazy and wasn't trained properly. At least we don't know it at this point. The second point is that she completely fulfills the cliche trope. Hey, look at me, I'm a 16-year-old killer. So the character itself is just bad. When you do a trope like that, at least make the character interesting or subvert the trope. We don't get either of that. She just circles back from a nice goofball girl to crazy ass psycho in minutes. Also, she is kinda bad at her job. She just shows herself in front of the police in public with her victim. But knowing this kind of anime, it doesn't lead anywhere and the police in this world is just dumb and it has no consequences. She is also not just an assassin, but murders for fun. It's kind of her hobby. Like it's normal for every 16-year-old girl and she can live that hobby apparently like she wants with also no consequences. You know, a bit unbelievability is passable, I won't argue with that. But this ridiculousness level is just too high to make it even remotely believable. I can't take it. Sorry. She also likes to squish her boobs to her victims and I hate that. I am here for a well-written story and characters and not something like that. When you implement fan service, at least make it story relevant. And also, more booby. How funny. Did you laugh now? Oh yeah, another point of my criticism. The tone of the anime is completely off. In 1 minute, the necromancer guy kills the assassin girl brutally by piercing through her chest. And in the next scene, it's oops, I killed her. That wasn't planned. You know, killing a 16-year-old girl brutally is not funny. Our brain doesn't connect it to funny. This is just a natural reaction, so it doesn't work as comedy, no matter what you do. It's called cognitive dissonance for the psychology nerds out there. Here's another example. Assassin girl tries to commit suicide and afterwards it's kind of played for laughs and oopsie doopsie, I nearly killed myself. Just don't do that, anime, it doesn't work. I hate those shifts in tone because it makes everything ridiculous and you can't take it seriously. I already told you that the necromancer guy wants to become a hero. And out of nowhere, there is a building nearby that catches fire. Wow, what a lucky coincidence. So the guy saves the people and children in it because apparently there is no such thing as firefighters. You know what? You can begin a story with a coincidence. Maybe a fateful encounter or something like that. But it doesn't work when you do it randomly in the second episode. It just comes across as lazy. They could have easily fixed that by the following example. Just let the fire happen because of the fight between Assassin Girl and Necromancer Dude. Don't let it be just a random building somewhere. Or establish that it's a hot season and let the fire take place in a forest. Do something else, not what we got in the end product. 9. I'm not recommending Dead Mount Deathplay to you. It has an annoying cliché 16-year-old girl assassin character, unnecessary fan service, a shifting tone that doesn't make sense, and ridiculous plot conveniences. Go and watch something else. Me, for example, the critical German. So I would appreciate it if you give the video a like, a comment and subscribe to the channel. That was my opinion. See you in the next video. Macht's gut, bis dann. Ciao.